Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth204 for the weekly update. A few things. First of all, videos this week should be normal. I have one Minish Cap and one Trails in the Sky video already recorded. I've been holding off on recording Minish Cap because we're holding a poll for the past few episodes on who I'm inviting to the last house in the game out of Faror, Din, and Nayru. That they let you do that. I already chose Din, so the other one, so far Faror is winning between Faror and Nayru. So if you want to catch up and just say in one of the most recent episodes who you prefer, the voting will end tomorrow when I record. As for other things, last week we did a multiplayer stream. It was fun. It was Mario Kart and Smash Bros. So I'm going to try to do those monthly. At either the last week of the month or the first week of the month, like this month and March, which, the Tuesday is like the first day of the month. So, yeah. So we're going to try to do that monthly, and we'll switch off. It's more going to be like depending on what I'm feeling, but we're going to try to switch off between Switch games and PC games, because unless, other multiplayer games, come out that I want to try. But yeah, so I think it was pretty fun last time. I already put up the Mario Kart portion of things yesterday, and on Wednesday we will have the Smash Bros. This week's stream, not sure yet. It should still be Tuesday. The timing for streams might change depending on what I'm doing that day. My brother is starting up, or has started up, in-person college classes, and one of his classes each day, Monday through Thursday, is 3:50 to 5:10. So sometimes he needs transportation home at 5:10, which 5 o'clock is usually to be there to pick him up at 5:10. So I can drive, so I'm on call if anything needs to come up. So that's right when stream time starts on Tuesdays. But so on days that I do that, we might just change it to 6 p.m. This week there's a disc only, so I don't want to do like a long stream. I might do Ekenfell because it's been a while. I don't want to do 428 Shibuya Scramble because that I want to do like the full hour segment, and that's usually a little over 3 hours. So I think we'll do Ekenfell. It's been a while since I played that, and I know that like not a lot of people are enthused about that game, but it's very chill and there's good music. So whatever, I like playing it. So I'm gonna stream it. As for other things, so last week was part 2 of the doctor's appointments, which it was mostly supposed to just be in that first week, but it got pushed off because my spinal doctor is very busy and usually has to get called into the operating room for surgery stuff. So we finally talked to him, and he says that the spinal fusion, the CTs that we got of the spinal fusion, are look more or less the same as they did a couple months ago when we got them, which means that the bone hasn't been growing too much, but it hasn't, nothing's come loose in the past couple of months. And the way that the spinal fusion works is if the bone isn't holding, then the screws will start coming loose relatively quickly. Like in the one I got in 2020 that started going bad in 2021 took about 3 months to start going bad. And we are at 6 months. September, October, November, December, January. 5 months and 2 weeks. So we're at 5.5 months out, and I have not been getting the pain again. So And on the CT itself, those screws and everything don't show any signs of loosening, which means that the bone that they put in there has been holding. So yeah, it's good. It is good news, and he said he's happy that things are stable, and it looks like it's just the reason why the bone hasn't been growing so much, even though they put in a living bone, which is why it grew in the first place. Is because the area that they grafted it to has gone through chemo, direct radiation, and having the area just messed with a lot. So the bone is dead. It is dead. So any growth is only going to be really coming from the bone that they grafted on. I'm sorry if this is too much information. So yeah, it's a difficult battle. So I still need to limit what I do. But he did okay me to start physical therapy. So I'm going to try to work on that. And start working on more exercise. He recommended the pool, which the pool is just a very good exercise tool because it's no weight. So there's no pressure on any part of your body. And I love swimming, but it's the middle of the winter, so we can't go to outside pools. So I have to find if I want to do this, I have to find a nearby indoor pool thing that we don't have problems with COVID for. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But at the very least, I'm going to try PT. As for other things, let's see. Everyone's been playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. It sold over 6.5 million copies already, which in 1 week, which is really amazing. Pokemon games usually sell in like the 14 million range or less these days. I'm pretty sure this outsold Auron at this point. I'm not sure. But definitely in 1 week, that's quite a lot. Like versus lifetime sales of games that are several years old already. So, yeah, I'm really excited for this to be not only a best-selling Pokemon game, but for them to see that this is a concept that should be replicated with other regions. And I could go into story details, but I'm just enjoying the gameplay mechanics itself and the way the game makes you want to continually catch a ton of Pokemon and explore everywhere. There is a reward for going anywhere in the game. Like either it's like an item to find or a rare Pokemon or something or a thing to dig out of the ground or whatever, but like there's always a reward for exploration. And open world games, it's a necessity for open world games, and it's not always there. There's some games that just have really nice areas that are completely barren. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. I already got a shiny, a non-scripted shiny. It's a Yanma, which is one of my favorites, so I was really happy. I usually have terrible shiny luck, but it helps with this game and with Let's Go. The fact that you can see the shinies on the overworld makes a huge difference. But yeah, so I'm having a lot of fun. I'm seeing other people having a lot of fun. There's been a ton of art. People are really fixated on Arizu. Really fixated on her. We'll skip a little bit. It did an art to that effect, but it's essentially just her accidentally Googling herself. But you know how these things go. The internet is very thirsty sometimes. It's taking the Arceus phone. Yes, connects to the future. Yeah, so if I put my name in there, no. Yeah, so poor girl. I would never do something like that. I wouldn't. I didn't. The other character that no one is drawing art of because they're all cowards is Zisu, who is like the move tutor person in town. But she's a big lady. She's very tall. If you look in the game, I love with the alpha Pokemon just how huge they are. It's very fun. But like, she's an alpha person. She's very tall. Let's see. Yeah, so Sony bought Bungie, which is interesting. I don't know what they're going to do with it. But this is a great tweet here. The console wars are back. Microsoft buys Activision Blizzard. Sony buys Bungie. Nintendo buys time before its next Direct. It's like... But, so I've been playing... Yeah, I've almost exclusively been playing Legends Arceus. I'm like 40 hours in. I'm getting close to the end of the game, but I think I want to try to 100% like the Pokedex. Not just get all the Pokedex entries, but like get all the tabs. I don't know if that does anything. Like if you complete a Pokemon's entire page, but I want to do it regardless because it's a fun game. And, it's not perfect. There are flaws to it, but like it's a solid video game. And just imagine if they do this concept. My brother and I were talking about, while I'm scrolling through here, we were talking about other locations. Like Hisui region is the Sinnoh region, but in the past as like a feudal Japanese era, or like kind of turn of the technology, because they have some technological advances. It doesn't really fit into a our world time period because there's anachronisms, but it's okay. But like imagine the other regions like a Wild West, Unova, and like mid 1800s or early to mid 1800s, or like steam train era, Wild West Unova, that introduces as its main thing the complete form of Kyurem. Just imagine that. Imagine if they finally actually give us the complete Kyurem, not just the black Kyurem or white Kyurem. I want it so badly. Or like a medieval France Kalos. I think it would be so cool. But anyway, Wordle was sold to the New York Times, which I'm glad that the guy who made it is getting a big payout from having a fun game, but New York Times is going to probably turn it into a pay-to-play model. Let's see. I drew a bunch of things this week, actually. I had another. I did only one Patreon piece, but I drew a bunch of other art that I wanted to do. The first one is Sarah Bear's VTuber model in like a vaporwave aesthetic. She is a very cute VTuber, and yeah. So I think this turned out nicely. Another thing that I did, which was my favorite piece of art from this week, is this year is the Lunar New Year of the Tiger. Lunar Year of the Tiger. And this month is the Lunar New Year. So I drew my OC Clara as Kat from Breath of Fire 2. Kat is one of my favorite party members. She likes to beat things. She has very low intelligence, but that's okay. But yeah, I spent not relatively too much time. This was done in a day, but I really like how this came out. This is my favorite Clara drawing to date. I just like especially how Clara's face came out here. But yeah, so I think she just fits with Kat in general because Clara's she's a fighter, she's a soldier. Let's see. So the line work was just really nice. So yeah, I'm really happy with that picture. The first Patreon drawing of the month was Mika's Galaxy Space Goddess Rosa John. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun with this also. I drew this one for Rosa John's birthday, which was this past week. So, yeah, I really like how this one came out too. I think it was super fancy. And there's one I won't show you here that I did for Luca Jin yesterday. But it's on my Dobie Roth art Twitter. So let's see. What else happened this week? Oh yeah. Did I not? I didn't put that in the thing. Okay. So there was also, since the contest period is over, I drew a bunch of Pokemon. Pokemon was running a contest for card designs. Specifically for 8 Pokemon. It was like Pikachu, Charizard, Rapidash, Scizor, Cramorant, Galarian Rapidash, Scizor, Cramorant, Bulbasaur. I forgot the others, but anyway, so you could do up to 3 entries. So I did Galarian Rapidash. I posted these to Twitter since the contest period is over now. So the submission is over and people can't steal these. I did a Scizor. This one is just based on the fact that Scizor's Pokedex entry says it uses the eyes to scare, like the eyes on its claws holds it up to look like a big face. And this is the Cramorant one, which I really like how that came out too. So yeah, those are on my Dobie Roth art Twitter as well. Forgot to put them in the art moment for some reason. Let's just bookmark that. But yeah, so there's that. There's Clara. There's a lot of good art by other people on Twitter. What else? The Fire Emblem's Choose Your Legends voting finished. For some reason, Reina was not on there despite all the votes I gave her. But Crom finally won. It's been so many years since Crom was just missed. But yeah, so he finally won. It's Crom, Cell of Tiki, and Female Byleth were the 4 winners there. Let's see. Lots of good art. It was a huge, foggy day the last week also. Just could not see outside the window. Let's talk to the surgeon. Honestly, most of everything that's been going on has been some Legends Arceus. And okay, so that's about it there. There was something else I wanted to talk about. I always have ideas for things that I want to say on Saturday where I can't write things down, and then I just forget them. I don't know if that's God's way of telling me that it's better that you didn't talk about this or whatever. It's along my topics of things that I've been thinking about for myself anyway. So in lieu of that, I guess, we'll end off by saying, remember to keep being kind to each other. I'm going to continue to sound like a broken record on this front, but I know that when people say nice things to me, even if it's someone that has said many nice things to me, it makes my day. And I know that it's the same for other people, If you just take a little bit of time to compliment someone on something, or to return a greeting even. There's a lot of people who just they get such a huge effect out of the little simple things. it's you have to condition yourself, I guess, to be more, not responsive, but like cognizant of the purpose for people's actions, if that makes any sense. Some people aren't like trying to seek attention by saying hi to you. They need a little human interaction, and it makes their day. And I think we all need a little human interaction. So something I'm trying to work on is actually responding to people, or just saying thank you or hi or something, because I know that I get a lot of anxiety when I send someone a message and there's no response. I'm like, uh-oh, that's it. That's the last straw. I'm dead. I'm done. Meanwhile, the person is like, working on videos or something. Actual busy person. It's from a John Mulaney routine. Let's play the game of does everyone hate me, or do I just need more sleep? It's kind of the same thing. Does everyone hate me, or are they just busy? And the answer is they are busy. Everyone is busy. That's just how the world is. Some people also have anxiety in answering things, but I guarantee that 9.9 times out of 10, if someone doesn't respond to you or they don't respond to you right away, it's not because they hate you, it's because they are busy. So that's something that I need to continue internalizing. But yeah. But when you do respond to people, I know when people actually say things back to me, it makes my day. And it doesn't matter if it's like an important person. You can't really categorize people as important or not important in terms of because of like their status, but like if it is someone who is busy, let's say busy instead of important. If a busy person responds to me, it makes me feel amazing because I know that they have a limited amount of time in their schedules and they probably have a ton of other things taking up their mental bandwidth, and taking time out to say something to me, I appreciate that very much. People have a very limited amount of time in this world, and as you go through things in your life, you kind of see that more and more. So I very much appreciate any time that people take for me. You watching this right now, I can't believe that you're actually doing this. Like, even if you're multitasking or whatever, it's still 22, 23 minutes or 11 and a half minutes if you have it on 2 times speed of your life that you're taking to listen to me. And that's crazy. You're crazy, but I appreciate you very much. I appreciate you listening to this. But yeah, so I'm going to keep trying to respond to people. But also just, appreciating, just try to appreciate the things around you, I guess. And, you're allowed to be happy. You're allowed to be happy with things. It's another thing. I think that's what I wanted to talk about, where we're not going to get into the whole you're allowed to be happy thing again. We'll do a bullet point, though. You're allowed to be happy. If you're enjoying something, guess what? That's great. Who cares if other people are complaining about something? If you think you're going to enjoy something, you should do it. If you are enjoying something, keep enjoying it. Once again, the internet is conditioned to make us unhappy, or to point out the flaws in things. But like, enjoy things. The case here is with Legends Arceus. Like, if you're enjoying the game and people are talking about how bad it is, who cares? Just enjoy it. It's not bad, especially for you. Like, if someone doesn't enjoy a game, that's not them. That's not you playing it. So yeah. But like, with art or hobbies or like anything, just enjoy the things you like. And you're allowed to enjoy the things you like. Sometimes you don't feel like you deserve to enjoy things because Either you're not productive enough, so you're not allowed to enjoy other things, or you have other pressing needs, so you think that you're not allowed to enjoy things because there's priorities. But like, if you don't enjoy things, then your life is going to be miserable, and then those things that are priorities, they're either not going to get done or they're going to get done badly. People aren't meant to be miserable, so like, splurge sometimes. It's okay. I give you permission. If anyone complains, send them to me, okay? Be like, hey, Dovey said I was allowed to play this. And then I'll be like, yeah. And possibly punch them in the face. So, send them to me. Anyway, I appreciate you listening to me ramble. But yeah, as always, thank you for being kind to each other. Thank you for looking for the best in situations, which is not always easy. And thank you for enjoying the things you like. It makes me happy to see other people enjoying things. It really does. So, at the very least, there's that. But yeah, I hope you all have a good February. And, yeah, see you next week. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.